Cool. Here is the Sell by Chat framework. It doesn't necessarily consist of scripts and what to say at every stage because every conversation is unique. And so that's why it's a framework. It's something to guide your conversations. If you know me for a bit, you know about this. I call it the 3Cs method: connect, converse, convert. And if you don't, let me just briefly talk you through the three phases. The initial phase is called the connection phase. And this is about sending a connection request, opening up the conversation, and then building a little bit of rapport. The second stage is the converse stage. And this is not about becoming friends with someone. You don't want to be friendly, but you want to go from building rapport and talking about a somewhat general topic to talking about business. And you want to qualify them. You want to identify the gap. And I will go in a little bit more detail in just a minute. And then after you have you've qualified your prospect, it's time to pivot to a call. It can be a video call, it can be a voice call, phone call, you can meet in real life, whatever you prefer. But every sales-oriented conversation can be broken down into these three phases and then into subsequent stages. So the first phase is called the connecting phase. And the goal here is to open your prospect up to talk to you. This is important because you are most likely a complete stranger to them. Maybe you reach out to someone who engages with who has been engaging with your post for a while. Then the conversation is a little bit warmer. They already know you and maybe trust you a bit. But if you reach out to someone cold who's never heard from you, then they will be very skeptical. And most people, they F up right at the beginning because they are either too friendly or they are too salesy. We all know the too salesy part, right? I can help you double your revenue in 3 days, whatever. But no one talks about the too friendly part. Too friendly is about, hey, I saw your profile, it's amazing, your content is so good, and your brand just speaks to me. It's so friendly that the moment someone reads that, they put a label friend zone on you, and it's very difficult to go from the friend zone to being seen as an authority, a trusted advisor, and someone that can help your prospect fix their problem. So you have to find the right balance between that friendliness and that salesiness, right? You have to see where that interacts, and that is unique for everyone. Now there are a few ways, a few triggers that initiate you sending a connection request. Someone visits your profile, they match your IBP. We've gone through the IBP yesterday or in lesson 2, depending on when you take it. And so if they visit your profile, that is a reason, a trigger to connect with them. If they engage with your post, idem dito. If they follow you, or some people even send you a connection request, it's a trigger to connect and start a conversation. And then sometimes you just, maybe you find someone on your competitor's post, or you just search for them proactively, and you believe that you can help this person because what you offer might align with what you think they need. It's a reason to connect. So again, the connecting phase is about sending the connection request, opening the prospect up, getting them to talk to you, and you want to build a little bit of rapport. Now, rapport and chit-chat are two really different things. Chit-chat is talking about anything and everything. Oh, you have cats? I love cats. Oh, your favorite food is Mexican? I love Thai food, but Mexican is the runner-up, right? It's too friendly. It doesn't position you as that advisor that you want to be seen as. Rapport is about establishing a baseline of trust, commonality, likability. And it can happen in 1, 2, or even 3 messages. So don't spend too much time on there. If you need some connection requests, here are 10 connection requests I've used with great success. The next part, or the last part I should say, about the connecting phase is that you want to position the conversation in a way that allows you to talk business, right? Because you can't just go in and send a survey to someone like, hey, fill out these 5 questions because I need to qualify you. So what I always teach my clients is make an assist. Come up with a question that opens the door to talk business. And some of the questions you can just read them here, like, hey, I noticed you're also actively posting. Is this your main platform, or where else do you post? This is an assist because the next question you can ask is, how's that going for you? Do you post to generate leads or just because you enjoy it? You see, and if you jumped in right away with, do you post to generate leads or just to build awareness, for example, you probably come off a little bit too strong. So this is more subtle. It's the assist. Next, we have the converse stage. And the only goal here is to qualify your prospect. Again, it's not about becoming friends, but you do want to be friendly, positive, and supportive. What you want to do is focus on three things. The first is where are they now? So I help people, for example, grow their businesses. How many clients do you work with? How many more do you want to sign? What revenue number are you at monthly right now? Where would you like to be in 6 months? Right? So then I've identified where they are in the second step, where they want to be. And then you also want to identify what's in the way. Like, hey, you are at 5K for the past 3 months. You want to get to 15, but you're not there yet. What's in the way? Well, you don't have time. Content creation takes too much time. I don't know who to target. My sales skills suck. Sucks, you name it. There are some things in the way, some things they will be aware of, other things they won't. But we want to uncover these three things, and we want to do it in a really natural way. That's why it's conversation-based selling. And so a few questions to help you could be, where are you working towards in the coming 3 to 6 or 6 to 12 months? We already have a lead gen process in place. Do you generate most of your leads through LinkedIn or through Instagram, right? You don't want to get clear on where they are now, where they want to be, and then what's in the way. And then the last thing is converting, right? So the conversation is going smoothly. You've identified that gap. You've identified the obstacle in the way. The next thing you do is you offer a call, and you don't continue the conversation after you've qualified because you risk losing the call. So propose a call right away. There are different ways. You could say something like, hey, could you use some help with that? So some people say, I really don't have a lead gen process, and it's annoying because I want to grow the business. Now you have a problem. Would you like some help with that? Would you like some help dealing with your speaking in front of the camera, anxiety, whatever? So offer help. Are you open to mapping out a complete camera confidence game plan so you can create more videos and dominate social media lead generation? Something like that. Yep. So that is the 3 C's: connect, converse, convert. You really want to study this and know this by heart, and just know that you start with the opener, get people comfortable, open them up to talk to you, build a little bit of rapport, establish similarity, establish, hey, we are alike, I'm not a threat. You transition with an assist to talking about their business. You qualify them by figuring out where they are now, where they want to be, where they're trying to get to, and then and also the obstacles in the way, of course. And then you offer help, and that's how you pivot to a call. I hope this was valuable. If you have any questions, reach out.